bloody 20s left already. What's going on here then?
Well, I'm not going to wait any longer. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to FPRL Fair Play Racing League. Tonight we will see our Tier 2s take on the 3.6 miles of the famous Silverstone circuit, the home of British motor racing as it's also known. Been coming here in F1 for many years, and we're in FPRL tonight. We're hoping for another great race around the track. We've already had two with Tier 3 and Tier 1 in the two previous days on Wednesday and Thursday, which are two cracking races. And now we have got the Tier 2s to come out. A full grid tonight of 20 drivers, so we're getting ready for 3 good sessions of quali. And yeah, obviously lots of drivers going out in each session having a full grid, which is good. Not going to be sure what the weather is doing, as at the moment we've got the Ferrari frauds of Bolente and Bidley not pressing A so we can get this session started. What couple of frauds. But anyway, we'll just quickly introduce ourselves. Tonight I am Con the Co-Coms, Monkey Boy Kurt, and your main comms tonight, streamer and cameraman as well. You better get this a good shots today, Mr. Sir, is FPRL Locker. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, thank you very much. How are you, my friend?
I'll be better when these two press A, not gonna lie.
Just random screenshots of the good old Silverstone circuit. It was just staring at.
It is, yeah. I guess we could talk about what's happened in the previous two races while we're waiting. Obviously, you, Locker, going out on Wednesday night in Tier 3. How was it for you? You got a podium in the end, P3, didn't you?
I did indeed. Wasn't too bad, to be fair. It was one of my rare races where I didn't pick up a single penalty either, so I think that ultimately helped. But yeah, overall I was quite happy on Wednesday. And then obviously we had you racing around with the Tier 1s last night. How was yours?
Oh, less said about mine the better, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not the best. Quali could have gone a bit better, and the race, well, the setup just wasn't made for, the actual race setup. I don't think it was quite a bit rushed, I think, and I'll be looking to come back better next week in Austria. Bolente still hasn't pressed A yet.
Bloody frauds. Ferraris for you.
I have noticed with this game, though, that sometimes the countdown comes on, and then sometimes it also it just stays on like this until everyone presses A. Silverside Boy already redeemed a drink. We haven't even seen any racing yet.
Oh, not one to back out.
Oh, he's left.
There we go.
Get the party poppers out.
Ooh, sunny.
Right.
All my stuff, spectator stuff up. Who's going to be the first one out on the track today? Obviously, as well, Silverstone, known for the longest pit straight on the calendar.
Is that right? Longest pit straight?
It feels like it, yeah. I think it's about 20, 30 seconds from going in to coming out. If you get the stop spot, if you get the stop, bang on that is anyway.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, pit lane, yeah. I thought you meant like the pit straight is in like racing it from like one end to the other.
No, I could have probably worded it better. So we do have a first car on track, and it is the Alpha Tauri of Mr. Tiddlewink.
It is, yeah. He's been had a couple of not so good races lately. We know that he won back in Imola, so he's definitely got the pace there when needed. But we'll be hoping for a bit of maybe redemption today, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think he's good enough to be up there, at least I'd say top 5 on his day. Yeah, it's just a case of he's just had a couple of bad races the last couple of weeks. And yeah, like you said, just hoping for redeeming himself, I hope. As he is, like we said, he is going to be the first one to test us a lap in Q1 today.
He will be. Lento's joined back, which is good. So, like we've said already, full quali tonight, 20 drivers. It's always good to see, things you'll have to see at FPRL. I think we've got just a few driver changes. So Eagle has now stepped up to full-time in AlphaTauri. We have Yorkie stepped down to reserve, and I think Ashley's come in tonight for Rise in the Haas. I think that's about it, really, the changes.
Yeah. Ashley the only reserve needed tonight, which is quite good. Shame for the other suit check in, but it'll be in it to win it, as they say. Apparently, Gary said in the chat those drinks were to help with suffering with waiting.
To be fair, it was a really bad long wait. I think it was definitely needed. Yeah, Tiddlewink first sector 27.9. It's not bad for a Q1 time, I have to say.
No, not at all. It's closely followed by the LP, and I think it will be twins.
Yeah, talking of the other LP in midfield Maestro, the man sits second in the championship and still in the pits, but he's just got off the plane back from Turkey, and apparently he's feeling jet lag, so I'll be wondering to see how he does tonight.
Or as Tiddlewink has actually invalidated his lap through Maggots and Beckett's, unfortunately, so we will jump on board with Twins, who is going to be the first one now to set us that lap.
Yeah, 104.8. It's probably going to come out in the 28s, I would have thought. Probably, I think, needs to be a bit quicker, if I'm honest, but... Ooh.
Yeah, it's probably around about... not even 28. 29.6.
Yeah, I think he lost it out of that... sort of come into the final chicane, got a bit slidey, it probably lost him at least 5 tenths, so definitely a time that's going to need to be improved, I think, to get through.
Yeah.
There you go, Phenom, 28.5.
Probably more of a representable lap for Q1 for these guys, I'd imagine. I imagine it probably can be, most likely will be beaten, but good solid time for his first one there from Phenom.
Yeah. Not a bad one. I think, who's had a spin there? Is that? Well, it might have been Gary slowing right down, actually. I'm not too sure. Put someone off. Who is that? Is that Twins off, is it? Yeah, Twins is going rallying down at Woodcut. Oh, and
Ooh!
is that Bidley?
That is Bidley, the only Ferrari out on track. That could have ended in disaster.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. He was going very slow in the middle of the straight, but I don't know if he spun as well. Maybe I didn't really see that, but
No. I have noticed as well on the track map the Red Bulls were fairly close, but I think Juno Vance just pulled aside and let Lemming carry on.
there's a few more now coming through. Borley's got second. Stiffmeister goes seventh. They must take Nigel Pickle into third. Just good luck from Borley in the of Alfa Romeo. Good start for him at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah, so with the first few times on board, we've just got the 3 people so far into the 28s. What do you feel could be a potential cut-off for Q1?
As Levin spins across the line there. Massive! How's he not gone out there? How's he not? I don't know how he's not DNF there. I don't know if did you catch that?
I didn't know. As soon as you said he spun, I noticed on the track map, and that's when I tried flick over, but it was all over and done with.
Yeah, no, Lemming's gone round at the last corner, and then I think lost the traction. He's sort of gone forward into the path of Squid. Now, Squid, I do not know how has not been DNF there. Probably hit him at about 100 miles an hour, and somehow the tyre is still on the car. But in the process, Lemon did get a 5-place penalty for that.
Yeah, I noticed that did pop up. Yeah, I saw that one myself. Is there anybody coming around to finish the lap? Stiffmaster goes quickest, 28 flat.
Yeah,
I think that's a nice representable time. I think it should be enough to see him through.
Yeah, I mean, like Stiffmeister's one of those drivers this year where I think he could have done a lot better in terms of the points that he's got. I actually tipped him at the start of the season to be one of the people up there to be in there for the championship, but he's just in the races hasn't had too much luck. But yeah, just an example of what you can do there with that lap.
Yeah, definitely. Over half a second quicker. Albeit it's the first runs of Q1, but still, half a second, whether it's your first run, second run or whatever, half a second quicker is still good. To have.
So yeah, to answer your further question before that crash between the Red Bull and the Mercedes, yeah, the cut off, don't know, like Stiffmeister can do 28 flat. I think you've got to be looking at around probably someone like, it's either going to be I think Bidley's time or CTX in between kind of them. I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes, top end 28s, low 29s.
Yeah, I think probably Squid's got a bit more in him. Tiddling's got a bit more in him. Lemon will be determined now to go quicker because he's got a 5-place penalty. But...
yeah. Have we got anybody coming around to either start a lap or finish a lap? Got Eagle coming round to start a lap by the looks of it. His first outing in a full-time seat, of course.
Yeah, well, now back's full-time in the league. So he had a good race last time out last week. He almost won it if it weren't for that weather with Pines. But very strong performance from him last week in Canada, and he'll be hoping for more of the same tonight, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going back to last week when you just said the weather and Pines, I can still remember Pines. We both thought at the time Pines was just being stupid, staying out when everybody else was pitting, and he absolutely called it to perfection. But you never know. This is Britain. We could see changeable conditions again.
That's it. Oh, another crash. Who's that? Someone's gone off. Oh, it's twins on the start finish straight.
Oh dear. Still going. Stay on board. Stay on the broadcast of Eagle for a bit. You're going through Maggots and Beckett's now. Took that very well, to be fair. A 104.1
Yeah.
for the first two sectors.
Good time. Gets a good last sector. Be around the top three, I think. Maybe slip into between third and fourth, but be around about mid 28, I think. He's coming through the last corner now.
Yep. Power down.
Oh, even better.
P2, 28.3. Very good lap. I know we've got Pines. I think he's the next one. Yep. Oh, this isn't a very representable time at all. A 34.6. So whether he had a mistake during that lap, but yeah, he'll definitely want to improve on that.
Yeah, that's it. So will Snedden. The same 35.7. Looks like these guys are making a few mistakes, and as we get closer to the end of the session, there's only 6 minutes left, and midfield maestro there going a bit off road is invalidated. But yeah, only 6 minutes left for these guys to get laps in. Could be a bit on the bubble, or a bit of pressure for people like Steadham and Pines, who we'd think would be always at the front.
Yeah, I've noticed with 6 minutes to go, I think it was in the pits anyway, but Silverstone boy's already retired with his 28.7. So I think he feels quite safe.
Yeah, I think probably it's safe there. Like we said before, I think probably Bidley, CTX and TJ is probably the cut-off I would have thought, really. As Cross Kerry goes, oh no, he invalidated on the last corner. I thought he went through.
Oh.
I think actually the graphic came up saying he's gone through into 7th, and then because it was so late, it's took the time off him, so he's gone back down.
Oh dear. Michael Massey strikes again. We've got the Ferrari of Bidley just coming around the last few corners now on his second run. With a time of 2 minutes from it, so I think he's just using this as a warm-up lap. Eagle retires from the session in the pits. More than safe in my opinion with a 28.3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the way that they're making mistakes at the moment, it could be even a lower time that gets through. So there's still 4 drivers yet to set a time, as Belente goes through over 29.9, but that won't get him out, most likely, unless everyone else below him doesn't set times. Snedden has gone to 4th.
Oh, and Belente does go for a spin at turn 1 as well, just after he set that up. So yeah, like you say, I think you're looking at people like from Bidley downwards who could potentially be in trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them making mistakes here. Oh, Cross Gary's off as well, and Hanger straight, and I think a lot of them maybe have sort of, especially if they're using no or medium traction, they're just underestimating the rear downforce. I've seen a lot of drivers use as low as 9-10 on the rear wing, and that's probably why I'm having a few problems here.
Yeah. We've got an AlphaTauri coming round, Tiddlewink. Just about finished his lap now, looks like he's setting himself up for one last run. There he goes. What else? We've got a Ferrari coming round. That will be the Bidley. Oh, it's actually invalidated.
Yep. Pickle comes through, invalidated. Oh, Bidley off again. But we'll need to keep it out of the way, and does so. The other Ferrari of Belente also off. There's a lot of spinners here, Locker.
Yeah.
Just going too mad at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, even sometimes I'm on full traction. Even sometimes I still end up losing the rear every now and again. I don't know why. It's probably just me. But Yeah, especially around here. I've done a few races around here and the other few leagues at the moment, and then there's always certain spots, and it's always the same spot I tend to spin. It's either going on to the last, just before Vale Chicane, or sort of coming on to the just after the end of Sector 1. Don't know the name of that corner yet properly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also a mixture of, you know, the corners are so fast paced through here. So in one aspect, you're trying to get as much wing off to get straight line speed, but at the same time, you've got to make sure you've got the stability at the back. And I think that's where a few of these drivers are sort of getting caught out a little bit. Oh, Bidley, what's happened there? 5-place penalty.
Collision with Tidgham. As Pickle goes up to P2 with a 28.2. So it's a very good time. Who's looking like they're in trouble? Well, quite a few people looking like they're in trouble that need... I think even Bidley's still in trouble. He's just coming into the pits now. I don't think he's going to have quite enough time to in and then out.
No, I don't think so. TJ's in the pits, won't have the time to come out again, so that is it for him. He's down in 15th, our championship leader. Looks like he's going out here. He's got to rely on one of the guys below him to not set a time, but one person that's coming around is IFC Pines, and we know what he can do in quali. I think this is TJ going out of qualifying, I have to say, Lockhart.
Yeah, I think it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Pines. First one into the 27s. Absolutely solid there. Silverside Boy said in the chat, Biddle and TJ having a race.
Well, I don't think they will be... Well, TJ definitely. Bidley probably is just going to make it, but I don't think TJ will be loving that. I have to say though, Lemon did get in, it looks like, in the end, in 11th. We'll have that 5-place penalty, but not a bad lap from him.
Yeah, so even if he gets into Q3, the worst he's going to start is P10.
Yeah.
So he'll definitely be looking to start as well, get as high as he possibly can.
Sorry, just to butt in, Cross Kerry, Maggots and Beckett's, that is him out of quali as well.
Oh dear.
And that is Balente out as well. He's gone off at turn 2. Oh no.
Squid's just started what will be his final run now as well.
Yeah, I think
the next person. Oh, go on.
I think, yeah, that's it now. It is red. Sorry, the time has gone to 0, so it's down to midfield Maestro, Balente, Squid, to see if they can survive now.
Yeah. I've just noticed as well, Phenom's left the session. If you want, just chuck him an invite, mate, while we're just at the end of Q1. Oh, midfield Maestro's actually invalidated his lap on the final corner.
Oh, Balente crashed at Cops.
Oh dear. Well, the only one who can affect things now, it's between Ashy and Squid. Ashy's going to be the first one across the line in the Haas.
Oh, this looks tight because they're both up here, so going to be interesting. Ashley comes across the line. Looks like a good time, actually. Yeah, it goes P7. So Squid then is to knock out Twins.
It's looking like a decent-ish time. There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was. We said, didn't we? Bidley was the cut-off, and we were right, Locker, because it was literally 15th.
Yeah, I don't think it's a case of we. I think that was all on you, mate. You called that spot on. But yeah, Pines does gives us our fastest time in Q1 with a 1:27.9, closely followed by Stiffmaster and Pickle. Then we've got Eagle, his first full-time outing of the season in P4. And then unfortunately the ones who miss out on a Q2 appearance, we've got Midfield Maestro and Cross Crew, who unfortunately didn't set times. We then have Belente, Tijum, and I went off.
It was twins.
It was twins.
Yeah,
Thank you.
In the chat, Silverstone, Tijum fuming.
I imagine he would be as well.
Yeah, well,
obviously we don't know what happened.
No, but what we do know is that the championship leader and second place in the championship both out in Q1 in TJ and Midfield Maestro. However,
indeed,
third, fourth, and fifth of Snedden, Pines, and Silverside Boy all through, and they'll be seeing this as a good opportunity to get even closer to those two at the front, because I think they're about 10 to 13 points, I think, behind them, so it's very close.
Shall I get it up very quickly? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Standings. Yeah, so we've got TJM first on 86, very closely followed by Midfield Maestro on 85. And then we've got a further 10-point gap to Snedden in third. And then we've got literally a point gap back to Pines in fourth, and then another point back to Silverside Boy in fifth. So very, very close at the top, between the top five. 13-point difference between Tijum in first and Silverside Boy in fifth.
Yeah. Tijum definitely not looking very happy in the chat. Lemon apparently in his way on the first hot lap at turn 1, and sick of this, he's saying. Hopefully he can have a better race.
Yeah, he just needs to get his head down and out focus and just pick his way through the pack.
That's it.
Now, speaking of Aston Martins, we've got his teammate, Mr. Nigel Pickle, who looks like he's going to be the first one to give us a lap in Q2.
Mr. Nigel Pickle, he is indeed. I think he's got the pace. He was leading in Canada last week until he unfortunately threw it off in the lead when it decided to start raining. But he'll be wanting to come back stronger again this week.
I definitely do. No bias there, but but yeah, I think he's got the capabilities to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely. On his day, he can definitely be at the front of the pack as someone's gone round. Is it Squid? Yeah, I think Squid.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a 27.9 first sector for Mr. Nigel Pickle.
Yeah, 27.9, not too bad. What he'll be aiming for now, a good time to have in Q2 for sector 2, probably around a mid, maybe a high 1 minute 3 to a middle 4. Yeah,
spot on.
4.4. It's not the fastest, but it's also not the slowest. I think on this pace, probably we'll just about get him in on this lap, but we'll see what it is. Probably going to be around a 28 still.
Yeah, it just comes round the final corner now. Across the line, 28.7 for the first lap of Q2.
Do you think he's got probably a little bit more in there? Eagle coming along. 29.1, definitely can do better as well there. CTX, 28.3, good lap from him.
Very good lap. So we've got one of the McLaren Silverside Boys going to be the next, closely followed by Bidley. 28.5 for Silverside Boy.
Not bad from him. Doesn't come out of the pits yet. Has IFC Pines is in the session, just making sure he hasn't left, but yeah, leaving it a bit late.
Yeah, or he's just believing in himself, knowing he's got the pace to get through, and just saving that extra set of tyres. As Phenom goes across the line with a 28.0.
Yeah, Phenom, one of the guys that hasn't won a race this year. Look at that, stiff Meister though, 27.7. Great lap from him.
Very good lap.
But yeah, I mean, I put in the tweet actually, Locker, before tonight's race that we've had 8 different winners this season. That's including the 9 main races and then the 1 sprint at Spain. But yeah, 10 races altogether and 8 different winners. That's fantastic for the tier.
That is good for the tier. Good viewing as well.
And out of those, obviously those drivers, you haven't had the top 4 at the moment win a race. So Stiffmeister, Phenom, CTX, Silverside Boy. So the tier is definitely full of drivers. Probably almost the whole field is capable of actually winning something.
Yeah, I reckon they are.
I'm just very surprised that, I have to be honest, going into this far into the season, that Phenom and Stiffmeister haven't actually won a race, because they have been very quick in parts. As we've got someone off at the start finish straight again, and it is Bidley.
Oh dear, Mr. Bidley, not having a very good time.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I bet Squid is hating seeing that. He hit Lem with a P1, and then he wants to hit Bidley there at the same place as Q2. So.
Oh, we've got Mr. Nigel Pickle in chat saying that lap was on used tyres.
Well, a good time then. 27.7. It's on used tyres. Let's have a look actually on the tyres. Yeah, looks like Bidley's done his lap on the used tyres as well. Well, on my graphic, it's actually it's saying Pickle's used those tyres for 1 lap. So I don't know if he's bluffing in the chat.
Knowing him, he probably is. Well, I've no. Oh, Bidley actually invalidates at Cops whether he was going for another lap or he's just using this as his in lap.
Yeah, interesting to see actually. Pine still isn't out on track. Just going to check again.
Is he?
I think he's definitely.
Is he definitely in the session?
When I click on him, let's say F122 multiplayer Great Britain. So, doesn't say main menu or anything.
And Pickle's come back in the chat saying it resets every session.
Well, it probably does, but I'm still going to go with he's lying. Just to be annoying.
Yeah, got Juno Vane's going to be the next one to give us a lap as well. Going around the last few corners now to give us his first proper lap.
Looks quick. Not as quick as I thought actually, but it's still third.
Yeah, another one who's got the capabilities to be up there week in, week out. Just had some bad luck recently.
Yeah, and Baldy comes around the last corner. This looks good as well actually. This looks very quick. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, just beats his teammate by a few 100ths.
Yeah, I have to say, if I think there's one driver that's really improved since he's come here, it's definitely him. I remember when he first couple of races, and he was kind of towards the back, sort of towards the middle to back, but he's really started to put in some decent times now, and not just in the F1 tier, but he also got his first F2 win last week, so he's having a good run of form lately.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a case of one of them. Drivers will always improve throughout the season, and I think in this tier at least, Bully at the moment seems prime example of that.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone's starting to come out now. It's their second runs. I personally think it's a little bit early. 5 minutes 5 minutes 45 left, unless they want to take a couple of laps maybe in case they invalidate one. Pines is eventually now out onto the track.
Yeah, and he is actually behind Borley on track at the moment. Gonna jump on board with Pines as he looks like he's going to be the first one to start a lap. Oh, as we got Bedley is around again.
Yeah, I think it's probably the rear wing, whatever they've got on the rear wing.
Pines as well.
Oh, that's not what he wanted. That's probably going to ruin his first run now. He will not get the speed through that last corner now onto the main straight.
No.
Probably going to have to come in, I would have thought, and get another set of tyres.
Yeah, unless he just maybe uses this as just a bank lap without using the battery and then push again on the second lap. He's definitely got time, but then again he's got time for what you've just suggested, so we shall soon see.
We shall. Eagle coming around at the end of the hangar straight, 2 tenths up on his time. Had a bad last sector. Oh, as Nigel Pickle just gets out of the way in time. Coming now into the last corner, onto the main straight, and what can he do? It's going to be in the 28th. Goes himself P5.
Yeah, it's good solid time from Eagle. Let's see who we've got next. So who have we got then now? It's going to be need Pines to still set a lap. Like I say, he had an unfortunate spin at the beginning of this lap, which will cost him a few seconds.
Yeah, 107.8. That's very slow.
Tiddlewink as well looks like he's on a slow lap. Just set himself up nicely for a second hot lap.
Yeah. Ashy lifting off, will not go for this run. Lemming coming around. I think I probably would have come in there if I'm being honest, unless he's up on this lap, but what's he put in? P10.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think he's going to quite have enough time to get back around, get in, get a set of new tyres on, and then get back out with only
Bidley
3 minutes left of the session.
Spins it across
Again.
the line.
Ah. He is not liking this evening at all. Poor lad.
It's got to be the setup as Sneddon goes through into 3rd place. Nigel Pickle goes through into 2nd place. It has to be said at the moment, that time from Stiffmeister is very, very good. There's still 3 tenths ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, it was quite early on in the session as well that he set that. So, going back a few minutes ago, what you said about Stiffmeister, he's definitely got the pace to be up there. He's just unfortunately had a bit of bad luck during the races.
Yeah, I mean, we all know this is definitely the closest tier in terms of the whole field by a mile, I would say. But at the moment, Ashy and Pines definitely need to improve. Lemon looks like he's going to be out. He won't have time to come in again. Ashy is actually 5 tenths up, actually, and Pines is coming through as well with a 28.2.
8.2. Quite a bit off the pace what we're used to seeing from Pines, but still enough to put in P7 for now.
Yeah, Ashy goes into P11, won't have ERS now. I think that's him out. Bidley definitely is out. Lemon is out. So it's going to be... Well, actually, no, Lemon's going again, actually. He's going to have time to go again. Silverside Boy and Squid look like the ones that need to save themselves, and here comes Squid now.
Oh, he's actually invalidated. I don't know if that was him trying to set himself up for a lap and getting out the way of people who were quite close to him on track, but I think that's compromised him, and I don't think he's going to have enough, as it looks like he's actually invalidated that lap and next. So I think that's Squid out as well. So it's all on at the moment. Silverside Boy, who's coming across the line now, only goes P10, the exact same time as the Eagle.
Yeah, CTX, I think it's on it's on a down lap. Yeah, he is. So it's going to be on CTX. Ashley definitely will not improve. Squid was invalidated, will not improve. Bidley's in the pits. Lemon is off and will not improve. So it is down to CTX to knock out Silverside Boy here, unless Silverside Boy can get another good lap in. But no, he's already down by, I think it's 3.8 seconds on the first sector. So CTX, it's all on him. As we might as well follow him round and see if he can knock out Silverside Boy.
Yeah, I'm on him. Round turn 3 now. Going 4. Power down onto the hanger straight, Welling straight, whatever. I'm going to have to start researching track names when one comes, I think. Track corner names, etc. And CTX is actually a 10th down through Sector 1.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say it was a good lap from him that I saw when he came across on his first run. But I think, well, after Sector 1 anyway, it's not going to be enough to get him through yet. That was a very good cops, though, I have to say, and he could have gained a bit of time there as he now comes through Maggots Beckett, takes him very well, and he wants to be near a 103 here if he can help it. Oh, it's going to be tight.
This is going to be very, very tight. I think on that gap it should be enough to put him through.
He's just got one. Oh, he almost lost it there going through.
Ooh.
Oh dear, but he comes through
Last
down the
couple of corners.
couple of corners. Is he going to knock out Silverside Boy? CTX to the line, needs a 28.3. And does it!
Oh! Oh! Wow.
And it's quickly, Locker, I've just noticed Silverside Boy and Eagle exactly the same time. Eagle must have done it first.
Yeah. That's a bit more devastating. For Silverside Boy. If only he could have found it. Just a thousandth would have put him through. But wow. As in the chats, just while we're waiting for people to retire and whatnot, we've got Pines who's redeemed drink and a Coke on drink.
Big up Pines, getting through on used tyres, he says. We'll be happy with that, saves a set. And Eagle just scraping through there just by setting his time before Silverside Boy. But look at that, Locker. 6 attempts in the top 10. Once again, fantastic racing from Tier 2.
Yeah, definitely. And at the moment, there's only one constructor as well who have actually got. No, 2 constructors who have got both cars into Q3. We've got the Alpha Tauris of Tiddlewink and Eagle, and then we've also got the Alfa Romeos of Phenom and Borley. Yeah,
good going from there. And it will mean, though, that Bidley and Lemon will actually start 19th and 20th with their 5-place penalties. So it will mean that Twins will jump up a couple of places. Everyone actually below them will jump up a couple of places, but
including Mr. Championship leader.
Yes, he will now start 15th. So there you go, TJ. A little bit something there to be happy about.
Silverside Boy just says in the chat, damn it.
Yeah, it was very good from CTX. Kept his nerve. Almost lost it. But yeah, very good lap in the end. And I have to say, Locker, I don't think they mind me for saying this, but it's good to see Borley and CTX up there in Q3. I think it's probably the first time we've seen them both in there, so it's good to see them up there.
Yes, I think it's the first time I can remember in the last few weeks. I mean, I'm hopeless at memory anyway, but I'm probably wrong. But from what I can remember, definitely the first time in a few weeks I've seen them in there. So yeah, like you said, definitely good to see from them pair. As we do have first out on track yet again is Mr. Nigel Pickle.
Yeah, he likes going at first, doesn't he?
Yeah, but look who he's closely followed by on track.
I was just about to say that, and look, he's letting him through. Look at that. There. Oh, look, they're having a bit of mind games here.
obviously, I think if people were watching last season, they know exactly what these pair are like on track together.
Oh, well, they've done it this season as well at Spain. There was that coming together on the restart of the feature of the main race, and Snedden ended up going in the wall at turn 1. But yeah, like you say, Locker, we know what these two are like. They've had their previous, and they'll definitely be wanting to get further up the grid than each other.
Yeah, definitely will want to do that. Yeah, bit of friendly competition never hurts anybody.
Yeah, that's it. Pines will be happy though that you saved a set of tyres. It means you can definitely now push on this last quali, and maybe even save a set for the race, which will be good potentially if there is a late safety car. Snedden coming onto his lap now, and is he going to try and slow up Pickle here? No, Pickle's keeping right back.
Sensible, giving each other space to start the laps. Let's see what Mr. Snedden can set us in for the first lap of Q3.
Yeah, Snedden, yeah, like we said before, we're looking for mid 27s, I think. 27.7. Yeah, that's not a bad first sector for Q3 in this tier.
And Pickle in comparison was only 27.9.
Yeah, so a couple of tips down, but a lot can be gained through his second sector.
Yeah, definitely. Especially through the likes of Cops and Maggots and Beckett's, I think that's where you can gain or lose time.
That's it, yeah, definitely is. Snedden comes through Beckett's and Maggots now onto the hanger straight. Sets a 103.8. That's a very good middle sector compared to Pickle's 104.4. So 6 tenths faster at the moment is Snedden. This looks like a very quick lap.
It does indeed. Looks like he saved his best for the final portion of qualifying. Comes across the line, 27.7. So what's Pickle got in response? Only a 28.5.
Yeah, Judy Vane now coming through. Going to be similar time, 27.8. And Tiddlywink, 28.4. Pines is coming out onto his outlap. CTX now coming through in the Haas, through the Vale chicane.
Yeah, closely followed by, I guess it's Phenom, Neil for Romeo. CTX 27.7. Oh, Phenom's actually invalidated his lap. So the next one will be Mr. Eagle. Comes around the last corner now. Across the line with a 27.9, puts in P3.
Yeah, here's the man though that's been right up there. Oh, what does I say that?
Oh, Stiff Master!
What a comms curse that is.
Oh, I just went onto him as well as he spun there. So he wisely comes into the pits, gets off them tyres, looks to go again.
Yeah.
So I think that the next person to give us a lap will be... it will be Pines, yeah.
Yeah.
103.7 through sector 2.
Yeah, 103.7. That is a tenth up on what Snedden did. So he's got to have a good last sector, and he's going to be taking provisional pole here. Tiddlywink, I think that was, gets out the way, comes into the pits. He comes through the Vale chicane into club now in a second. 27.7's the time to beat. I think Pines isn't going to do it. Oh, very close.
Very, very close. Does get 27.7s, but we must have lost a little bit of time through sector 3.
Yeah.
Still, nonetheless, still a very good lap.
Yeah, still very decent lap from there. Quickly in the chat, Shadows redeemed a drink from me and you, Mr. Lockwood. Says, evening, gents. Shadow, you should have been quicker on that check-in. You would have been racing, but Ashley got there before you, mate. So unlucky. And TS9 saying, isn't that what Stiffy set in Q2 27.75? I think it was a 27.72, I believe. But it's very similar anyway.
Yeah, I think that's everybody done for their first runs of Q3.
Yeah.
Got Stiffmasters come out pretty much straight away. Obviously the only one, well not the only one of course, other than the Alfa Romeos, but you want to get a time on the board.
I think Genu Vane's going for another lap here actually.
Oh, okay.
It's 24 thousandths down, so he might decide to come in depending on how he goes through Stowe.
He takes it very nicely.
Oh no.
Oh, and does come in. So yeah, now Mr. Stiffmaster gets all the airtime as he is literally the only car on track at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I remember what happened to him. I think it was last season here. I'm pretty sure he got taken out by an AI car actually.
Oh dear.
And at the start of the back of the grid, so he's having a better quality already at Silverstone this season. He puts in the time that he did in Q2. He will take pole, I believe, by just a few hundredths. Sorry. So
a few hundredths, yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see what he can do. He's got 4 minutes left. We'll have the opportunity to set 2 flying laps, even if he invalidates one. We'll have time for a cool-down lap as well.
Definitely, as he comes across the line now to start that flying lap. Takes 1 and 2 very nicely.
Yeah, into 3. And now coming onto the Wellington straight in just a second, we'll be looking at a 27.7 or anything around that to be up there with the pace of Snedden. Let's see what he does. Oh, 27.6.
Did he just get a bit wobbly coming through there, or was it just my eyes?
How many beers have you had?
1, 2.
I can't, you're not that much of a lightweight, it can't be your eyes. Right.
Thanks.
3 Magnussen Beckett's we go then, and it's got to be setting a 103.8 really. 103.9.
9.
They'll be tight.
It'll be close.
He's got to have a good run here through Stowe. Try and get on his brakes as late as he can, but still manage to hit the apex at the Vale chicane as well. That will be his aim. He's done that just right. It looks like a good last sector, but is it enough to beat Pines and Snedden? No, it isn't.
No, only quick enough for P5. We're looking at next. We've got Pickle coming round. Oh, he's just looking to start his what will be his final flying lap. Got Tiddlewink, 28.409.
Yeah, I think it's a new glitch actually, Locker. They're coming up with like 4 minutes on the timing sheet. It's not right what it's doing. They're actually on out laps when it says they're on hot laps. It's a bit of a balls up from old Cody's again.
Fantastic. Not a single bug in this game, if you believe what Mr. Lowface would normally say.
Mr. Lowface is actually in the chat. He's waiting to get off the plane apparently.
Sitting here waiting for them to bring stairs so we can get off the plane. What a lad.
Yep, for any of you guys that are fans of Mr. David Lowface, he will be back on the comms next week, so don't you worry about that.
And more importantly, he'll be back on track on Wednesday with me.
It will.
Probably being a rear gunner for his teammate again.
I think...
Snedden's actually invalidated through cops. Sorry.
CTX is going to be the first one to set a time. 28.3, doesn't improve that much. Around the same pace as what he did earlier on. Borley does 28.1. It's a bit quicker now. Stiffmeister comes onto his last lap. Tiddlewind goes up into 4th. Nigel Pickle doesn't improve. And Pines doesn't improve either.
No, I think Pines was setting himself up for a lap. I think it's that glitch you were on about.
Ah, right, okay.
He was definitely on the out lap. Snedden just coming around the last corner now to start his final run.
Right then, so Locker, this is the last laps then. We'll get on board with Junivane and go right through the field as they come across the line, I guess.
Yeah, and Junivane's actually a 10th up on his time. So at the moment, if he has a good final sector, it is quick enough for provisional pole for the moment. She's coming through Vale now. Comes across the line with a 27.5. Very good lap.
Eagle 27.8 stays 5th. Here comes CTX. He's invalidated. The two Borley won't improve. Phenom is invalidated. He will just stay 10th then. Stiffmeister's 2 tenths up. Can he potentially take pole here? No, he can't.
Oh,
He's there for 4th.
who's next? Nigel Pickle. Only quick enough for 7th.
Oh, there we go, look.
There's Mr. Pines.
There he is.
So, and Snedden's actually invalidated, so that, my friend, is that.
That is quality, and I have to say, it's the two quality merchants at the front again of Pines and Junivane. Pines is getting a bit better at races, obviously, last weekend in Miami. Junivane's now got to prove to us that he's got the capability of actually winning a race, though. He's so good in quali is this man, but just can't seem to do it when it comes to the race.
Snedden decides to give us a 360 at the final corner.
That's quite a good one, actually, to be fair.
It was, I'll give him that. As there we have it then. That is the grid set for the Tier 2 British Grand Prix.
Yeah. Have to say though, Pines again showing phenomenal pace in quali. You know, that'd be up there with the Tier 1 times, that would. 27.3. It's a very good time. Same with Junivane.
Yeah.
Snedden will start 3rd, and he's actually I think he's 3rd in the championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he does.
So he's looking good. So is Pines, who is 4th in the championship. Obviously, Silverside Boy, who is 5th, missed out just by setting his time later than Eagle. But in terms of what the points are and where the grid positions are for this race, it definitely looks like this championship could be even closer between those front 5 drivers.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly run to the toilet and hope to God that nobody readies up early, so I'll be back with you in 2 seconds.
Okay, matey. We'll see Locker back here in a couple of seconds. The Tattooed Star in the chat, one of our newest drivers to the league. Hey, peeps. Good to see you here, mate. Checking out the Tier 2 action tonight. Just a little shout out to you as well. It was a good... Well, it was looking like a good race for yourself until that unfortunate crash in the Tier 3 race, but I'm pretty sure you'll be wanting to come back next week in Austria and try again on Wednesday. As I'm just going to... Actually, no. I'm going to leave it as a surprise. I'm not going to actually reveal what tyres people are deciding to go on at the moment. Definitely, if it's going to be a dry race, I think a lot of people decide or choose to, if there's an early safety car, go on to the hards, because they do last quite a while. They can last you
Hello.
That's quality.
I
He
know, I've
goes,
just read that as I come back.
Locker sounds like a cons from the snooker game. You know who he's talking about, don't you?
Eh?
Do you know he's talking? I don't know actually. He could. I was going to say John Virgo, but maybe it's not John Parrott.
Cheers for that, mate. Much appreciated.
Twitch Andrew 12 says hi. Is there a DC
Hi.
server? There is a DC server, mate. Hold on 1 second. You have to go into the recruitment server first before we get you in, but I will just go and grab that recruitment server now, and you can get yourself in.
It's good to see nobody readying up early. Pines, while you're doing that as well, has redeemed yet more drinks.
There you go, mate. Twitch Andrew 12. That Discord server is in there now for you to join the recruitment if you wish to get involved in the action of FPRL. And there he is. Hey BLT. That's a good one.
BLT.
What's it? BLT. Oh no. On top Macri. Or whatever it says. I don't know. But Pines redeems a co-comms drink. Oh, okay. No drink for Locker then.
Yeah, he redeemed one for me, mate.
Oh, didn't come
Just
up on
above it.
Didn't come up on my one.
Yeah, he definitely did. Just the stupid Discord names my friends gave me.
Right. Oh, and we're going. So TJ is obviously pressed A. I haven't revealed while you were away, Locker, to the viewers what tyres people are on. So we're going to get a bit of a surprise when we come out onto the grid and see what everyone's chosen.
Oh. Will we get a mixture? Or will we get a majority?
So I think we're going to get through. I think we're going to get a mixture here. Let's have a look. Here we go then. Tyre. Oh no! Oh!
Hey up!
What? He does it all the time.
Oh, that was great. I shouldn't really.
Oh, and has he just took his teammate? I think he's just took his teammate. He's just took his teammate out as well.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Well, that's one way to ruin your start of the race and your teammates.
Lemon's gone as well at turn 1.
Now,
oh, and this is only a formation lap.
come on, lads! God's sake, what the hell is going on here?
Anyway, should we go for the rundown? If you do the bottom 10 up until P11, and I'll do the top 10.
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, before anyone else crashes. So going on the. Just quickly go on the tyres. Yeah, it does look like most people have gone for the mediums. Some have gone for hards, and no one's gone for the softs, which I guess is pretty standard for this track anyway. But anyway, going from 20th to 11th, WRL Lemon starts 20th, and that is because of obviously his penalty that he picked up for having a crash with Squid in Q1. So he starts P20. P19 is midfield Maestro, and then P18 we've got and Bidley, and what the hell is going on here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
midfield Maestro starts in P19 for Alpine on the mediums, Bidley P18, Ferrari on the mediums, P17 Cross Kerry for Williams on the hards, P16 is Belente, P15 is TJ, P14 is Twins, P13 is Squid, and Cross Kerry and Lemon now they hit each other. P12 is Ashy, and P11 Silverside Boy. Locker, I'll let you get the top 10.
Yep, so starting in P10 we've got Phenom, then we have CTX in 9th, Bowley in P8, Nigel Pickle in P7, then we have the two AlphaTauris first of Eagle in P6 and Tiddlewink in P5, Stiffmaster in P4, Snedden P3, and then our front row of Juno Vane P2, and taking pole position today we have IFC Pines, and that is an absolutely disgusting broadcast camera.
That was also an absolutely disgusting formation lap as well.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
Right then. Pines versus Ginny Vane off the starting grid. I think Ginny Vane's probably going to get the jump with Pines' cold tyres, but anyway, lock up. I'll let you take the start.
Here we go then. Oh, 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights, and we are go with the British Grand Prix. And Ginny Vane does get a very good start, and Pines has got bogged down. He's down to 5th. Oh, yellow flags. We've got a bit of contact to the background.
Oh, and Ashley's out. Ashley's out. Phenom's off. Borley's off.
Oh dear.
I think VSC already. Yeah. And that just looked like carnage going through that first corner. Ashley already out. Oh, Fleming's had a collision. But yeah, Ashley is out. The two, looks like the Alfa Romeos maybe made contact with each other. And have they gone right down the field as well? What a start from Ginny Vane though.
Yeah, take exactly what you said, taking advantage of Pines' cold tyres from getting disqualified on the formation lap. So hopefully, fingers crossed for him at least, he'll want to get his foot down and get away as quick as he possibly can.
Let's quickly off that while the VSC's out. Position changes. What a start from Twins and Bolento. We've got 6 and 7 places gained. Bidley's also got gained 6. But Tiddlewink's gained 2. Obviously a couple for Ginny Vane and Snedden. But not, like we said, not the best start for Pines. Definitely those cold tyres did not help him out.
No, they did not. And you've got Ginny Vane now, who's just closely followed by Mr. Snedden. We've got Tiddlewink up there again. So, interesting first lap, I'll say. Oh, Crosscurry, 5 seconds speed in the pit lane, and Crosscurry's actually retired in the pit lane. So he's already had enough by the end of lap 1, unfortunately. Always had to see people retiring in the pits, especially this early.
Twins in the game saying Monkey, my game is screwed.
In what respect?
I don't know. Just recently said it looks like he's on AI, but I have no idea. Sent him an invite, so we'll see if he decides to maybe quit and join. I don't know, but yeah, it's not looking good for Twins at the moment.
Definitely not. Ginny Vane and Snedden are still separated by a few temps. It looks like Snedden's had a much better Maggots and Beckett's than Ginny Vane did there. What else have we got going on? Got Stiffmaster on the back of Tiddlewink, and then closely followed by Nigel Pickle and Pines. Let's focus on this a little bit. Oh, here goes Pickle. Gets the move done into 2-1 on Stiffmaster.
Yeah, very good move there. Very brave move as well. Bidley and TJ also having a battle at the back, but enough of that. I think we're going to go to the front. It looks like Snedden could maybe have the run. He's got the DRS now on Ginny Vane.
Yeah, we've got Bidley and TJM just swapping places as well at the back. It does actually look like, briefly, it is the closest battle we have on track at the moment. Between them two, 3, in fact.
Oh, Squid getting very tight there to TJ. Very, very close. I don't know if they touched wheels there, but very close. Oh, and midfield Maestro spun. Down at Woodcut. Eaglebird, that's the back of the field now. Will Ginny Vane be under pressure from Snedden here. He's still got loads of battery, it has to be said. Maybe it's the setup he's got, but it doesn't seem that Snedden's getting a lot of time on the straight.
No. And Snedden's used about 20% more battery than Univane as well at this stage.
Yeah. What source? Oh, and Bidley's off. Bidley is off.
He's not having a very good night at all, is he?
No, I don't know whether that was down to fighting with TJ. I know they're having a good hard battle. Maybe one of them's made contact.
As now TJ is just on the back of the other Ferrari. Midfield Maestro, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Please don't retire. TJM's got squid right up on his gearbox.
Yep, he's retired.
Both with DRS. Oh. Okay.
Well, I mean, we'll go back to the front. We've got 6 constructors in the top 6, which is great to see. Ginny Vane, though, looking like he's almost pulled that that DRS range. Yeah, he's just about almost pulled it, but he's still got 70% battery, so he's looking very strong at the moment. It's Ginny Vane.
Yeah. Oh, he does get a little bit twitchy there.
I've got to stop cursing people.
Yeah, and that's brought the gap down by a few tenths as well. As Lemming picks up the first 3-second penalty of the evening, as TJM's got past Twins a bit further back.
Yeah, I don't know if Twins is actually in control of that car. I've had invited him a couple of times, but doesn't seem to be reaching in. I will do it once more.
Yeah, I think you're all right. Squid's just made light work of that car. Then wheel to wheel going on to Woodcock Straight is Silverside Boy in the Twins' car or Twins. I'll tell you what, Monkey, the midfield is looking very close.
Yeah, you've got this you've got the top kind of 6, 7 if you just count Eagle just hanging on to the back of Pines, maybe 2.4 seconds. And then you've also then got this pack between 9th of Belente and then right down to 15th, 16th of Borley. And look at that, Stiffmeister making a move back on Nigel Pickle down the hanger straight. Is Pickle going to have any of it?
They are sticking side by side. Stiffmeister's actually kept that going into the Bale chicane.
Very tight.
Very, very tight. Stiffmeister does get through. Takes P4 from the Aston Martin of Nigel Pickle, who's now got Pines right on his gearbox.
Pines all over now, Pickle. He's 6 at the front here, looking very, very strong actually. And this is just bringing Eagle back into the fight as well. He was 2.5 behind Pines, he's now 1.6, so he's definitely catching. TJ gets a 3-second penalty for warnings. Belente really holding that pack up. He's 6 seconds off CTX in 8th.
Yeah, I've noticed that's the biggest gap we've currently got on track. Also barring Bedley at the back, unfortunately, but
sorry, I don't know if I'm not seeing certain things come up on the screen, but I didn't see if Twins rejoined, but he has rejoined, so I don't know if you can maybe let me know if you see anyone back out, and then I can invite him back in.
Yeah, I haven't noticed myself, but yeah, it does look like just jumped on board with Twins for a little bit. It does look like he is back in control of his car, which is always good to see. So we've got Nigel Pickle and Pines going side by side into Vale.
Yeah, you know what Pines is like. and Pickle. They never want to concede position, and this is very tight.
Oh.
Surely one of them's got to give up here. Sure, it's got to be Pickle on the outside.
And knowing Pickle, no. He's still there. He is not letting that Mercedes go away.
Oh, and Squid's off. Down at Club, the final corner. Twins gets a 3 seconds. Ball, he's into the pits. Wonder if he's got some damage on that wing, maybe. Yeah, he has. He's got a wing waiting.
Oh dear. We've got midfield master in the chat said unfortunately he had rear wing damage and had to retire.
Yeah, you do not want rear wing damage around Silverstone, especially Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed between these top few is Nigel Pickle has actually pretty much drained all his battery in comparison to the others. Yeah,
that's it. You go down the drivers, the top 7. Snellen's now picked up a 3 seconds. Ginny Vane still has 73% battery and is out of the DRS zone now. No curse intended, obviously, but he's looking strong again here.
Yeah, Squid picks up a 3-second penalty now. I think the closest battle at the moment we've got Stiffmaster just on the back of Tiddlewink.
Valente! Sorry, it's going to butt in. He was holding that pack up and he has spun at Stowe. Down to 14th he goes.
Oh, it's TJM. Just goes from bad to worse. He's got himself up into P9, but now does have another penalty, unfortunately. We've got Squid and Bidley at the back, who are both in the pits at the moment.
Is that for wing change? It is for Squid. Bidley, yeah, it is. He's lost his whole wing, actually. I don't know if there was a collision between those two.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Nigel Pickle's just picked himself a 3-second penalty up.
Yeah, this is where we're going to start seeing the penalties come about now. Oh, look at this Phenom and Silverside boy. So close together.
Just jumped on that myself. Noticed the gap on the timing screen.
Oh, Locker, I'm sorry to butt in, but Snedden's clearly had done something wrong here. He's dropped 2.9 seconds until he went all over the back of him. Clearly made a mistake somewhere.
Oh yeah, crack. Now, yeah, like you say, we've got Tiddlewink, not just Tiddlewink as well, but he's bringing Stiffmaster and Pines with him. And also Peggle. So this could soon turn into a good 5-car scrap for us. As Stiffmaster actually picks himself a 3-second penalty up. Now that will be crucial towards the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely will be crucial. In fact, looking at the tyres, top 7 all on mediums. But CTX only 4 seconds behind 7th on the hard tyre still. That hard tyre is now going to sort of come into favour. He's looking pretty strong, I think, at the moment. He's got a chance of actually catching these top 7 up.
Yeah, and as well, given the length of the actual pit stop itself, I think, from what I remember, it's about 20-30 seconds actually going over the line, coming in box and going back out. So yeah, if he starts reeling him in bit by bit over the next few laps, he's looking very strong, CTX, in that ass.
Yeah, I think it's looking now like, oh, he's got a bad run though. I was going to say Tiddlewink could potentially eat up Snedden here with the DRS, but he's got a bad run out of Beckett's, and I don't think he's going to, no, it's going to be just too far back.
Yeah, but these 5 still very, very close. But even further back as well, looking on the timing screens, we've got like that midfield pack as well. Still fairly close. We've got TJM and Lemming swapping places.
Oh, Lemming! Very close to going off there. Oh, and Phenom's hit him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was not the best to see on camera, I'm not going to lie.
Well, if it was that bad, they're all lucky I didn't catch it on mine. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it was not the best. Not the best viewing, certainly from Lemon's point of view, anyway, which I was on board at the time. But Bidley and Squid actually almost getting lapped by Juno Vane.
Yeah, and Juno Vane as well has got his gap up to 3 seconds, but giving that time penalty to Snedden, it's realistically 6 seconds to Snedden at the moment. I think it works out about 4 seconds back to Tiddlywink, so he's looking very strong as Juno Vane through these first 10 laps.
Yeah. Oh, yellow flag. Bidley's off again. And he does not want to impede first place, who is coming round Stone now. He's going to have to get out of the way of this whole pack. Now he's going to stay on the racing line, is Bidley. But surely will now get blue flags. And Snedden into the pits.
Ooh. So is that going to have a knock-on effect of the rest of the front pack? You wonder. We've got Stiffmeister and Pines side by side into turn 1. Pines actually gets that move done. Now we just got to focus on these 3 Pines, Stiffmeister and Nigel Pickle at the moment. Who else have we got in the pits as well? We've got Snedden. Oh, we've got Tiddlywink as well, who's actually boxed. I don't know if you've noticed that yourself. I only just have.
Yeah, no, I only noticed Snedden came in, but Tiddlywink as well. And what they'll try and do now is get the undercut on Juno Vane. For me, yeah, look, Biddy just got a 5-second point for ignoring the blue flag. He needs to get out of the way. But he's not that close. Juno Vane isn't close yet, but he still will be getting the blue flags, and he gets out of the way now.
I think that's just... I do want to say, at the same time, yes, he should be getting out of the way, but like you just said, at the same time, I don't think Juno Vane was quite close enough Bidley to fully slow down and get out of the way without losing too much time. I mean, yeah, I know he's 11 seconds behind the car in front, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's it. Tiddlywink, I don't know if he had a front wing change. He's dropped 9 seconds back from Snedden. So, I don't know what happened in the pits there.
The top 4 are in. Top 5 are in. Oh no, Pickle's actually stayed out.
Right, well, Pickle's gambling now. Safety car, safety car, safety car. That's what he wants right now.
Yeah, I think this is one of the moments as well where I wish on the spectator cams and all that we could actually see tyre wear for drivers.
Yeah. Juno Vane coming out of the pits now. Snedden coming around the final corner. How far is he going to be? And more importantly, is Pines going to get out ahead here of Snedden? No, he isn't. Stays the same as it was, and I think Snedden's maybe gained half a second maybe, but not a lot.
Yeah, and you said it a few laps ago as well, CTX in a very strong position. He's now that little front pack, barring Pickle, have actually pitted. He's gone up to found himself in P2, about 5.5 seconds back.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna, like I said, he's going to be on the medium tyre come the last stint of the race. Oh, and look at that.
I think that was a mixture of both of us. Sorry, CTX.
Sorry, matey. But yeah, obviously the guys that are now on the fresh hards will probably catch up to CTEC a little bit, but I think he'll probably be in about lap 15 laps. Pickle is now in.
Right then, so who are we looking at here? Juno Vane. Let's get on board with him, see where he is.
Oh, Bidley's round again, just to point out, sorry.
Oh dear. Juno Vane now coming round the final corner. What, is Pigley on his way out? He is on his way out. Juno Vane's gonna get him. Where's he come out? Oh, is Pine's going to sneak through?
No, he's leapfrogged him. He's leapfrogged Pickle. Or is Pickle ahead already? I can't remember now.
I think they were very close. I think it was. Maybe a tenth or two less before the pit stops.
Yeah, I don't know if Ginny Vane has made a little mistake, but the gap between those two is back down to 6/10. Very interesting. Pine's now making a move on Piggle, going around Luffield.
Ooh, very nice move. He's got yellows in sector 3. Is that Lemming? Looking at it. Oh, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. And Lemming's called it today.
Yeah. Just don't think some of them had the right setups, to be honest. Lemming, Biddle, a lot of them just spinning off and... Oh, and saying that, Piggle!
Mr. Piggle!
Half spins it does Piggle. And that means that Twins now gets through, and Eagle now potentially could also have a go, maybe.
Eagle right back into it.
I think we're going to go back on board. Pine sets the fastest lap of the race and does not have a penalty, unlike Snedden. And he's in the middle of the track. Is Lemming's AI got to get off the track, and he gets off now. That was very almost took out the front, or the provisional front two. Ginny Vane and Snedden still having a good battle, and the DRS for Snedden just not helping him enough here. I think Ginny Vane's got the straight line speed.
Yeah, I think even in the first few laps, he's still got 75% battery as Ginny Vane. As well as now Pickle, he goes from bad to worse, he gets himself a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, Piggle now on 6 seconds. At the moment, it's looking very much like the favourites for this are Pines or Ginny Vane, with Snedden with that 3-second penalty. Eagle actually still no penalties, could even potentially nick it if it stays like it is with the pit stops that are to come. Maybe a podium if he can get close enough, but it's still a long way to go yet. We're only just over halfway.
Yeah, and just very quickly as well, a little football update. For once, England are losing.
Oh, no surprise. Well, I say no surprise. We've been all right since that game before Hungary, but yeah.
What that means as well in that stupid Nations League is we get relegated.
Fantastic.
Love to see it.
Not good form.
Well,
Not good form you want before the World Cup.
Definitely not. Phenom and Silverstone boy have decided to take their pits in the meantime as well.
Yeah, Phenom picked up a 5 seconds in that. So I think really now CTX 18 seconds now. Probably, like you say, the pit stop's around 28 seconds, I think. So he's going to drop back to about 8th position here, maybe 9th.
Yeah, I think he'll come out in between the Alpha Tauris, if it's right, but he's got absolutely no battery. And he peels into the box now, so we'll see where he comes out.
I think yeah, well, the 6 seconds though doesn't really help him that much, but he's not had a bad race. Look at Bid though, sets the fastest lap.
Okay. What have we got going on in the chat? Let's have a look. Not a lot, because I went off and come back on. The Squid got himself another 3-second penalty. Pines now sets the fastest lap with a 1:31 flat. CTX is actually on his way out now. He gets out in front of Eagle.
Yeah, well, Eagle, he'll have
just.
the cold tyres. Eagle will have definitely want to have a go now. down the straight, getting the traction won't be easy for him. And look at that, those cold tires, you just can't get the grip. And Eagle surely now we're going to have a go into Brooklands.
Got to. He's round the inside. Ew. CTX comes back at him. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks of Verstappen Hamilton. Lovely camera shot, I must say.
It was.
Fantastic
camera shot from above there. Nigel Pickle, another 3 seconds. His race is definitely getting worse now with these penalties. Jimmy Fang still holding off Snedden, but look at this low. Hines catching and catching and catching Snedden.
Yeah. Bidley sets us another fastest lap. Yeah, it's certainly spicing up as Snedden's actually gaining a little bit on Junivane as well at the front.
Yeah, Junivane just needs to... Oh, Pickle there, just on board with him as he comes to have a go at Twins. He's on those 16-lap-old tires, but almost went off there. But yeah, Snedden obviously has that disadvantage of the penalty. Junivane will just want to keep penalty-free. Silverside Boy with a fantastic lap there, the 30.3 on those medium tyres, it has to be said.
Yeah. I think give him a couple more laps. He's still 3 seconds outside the points, unfortunately for him. But yeah, I think as it stands, we are going to see a new championship leader as yellow flags. Is that for Bidley again? Yeah, unfortunately is. That just goes from bad to worse for the Bidley.
Yeah, not a great night for him. He's had 2 podiums in a row, and tonight's just been awful for him. To be quite honest, 6 tenths then, still the gap, and yeah, just look at this. Snedden is actually gaining nothing in the DRS zone. He's literally not hardly gaining at all. And the interesting thing is Junivane's hardly even have to use his battery to defend.
No, and yeah, exactly. That comes on down to the setup that Junivane must have. Actually, we've got Pickle and CTX have actually now got past Twins. Tiddlewink also gets past.
Very close. I think Twins is just hoping for a safety car, or maybe he's trying to go hard, soft. But he will come out in about 13th, 14th when he goes into the soft tyres if that's what he's trying to go for. So doesn't look like the strategy has worked in that sense. Snedden now 3 tenths behind Junivane. He just can't get close enough to make a move.
No, and he's using his battery as well on the run up to Cops for a little bit is coming out of Woodcock. But yeah, like you say, he just can't seem to get close enough to actually make the move. Because now we've got Pines within DRS of Snedden as well. We've got Yellows in sector 3. Oh, Squid retiring in the pits. And the Bidley's round again.
I think you're doing him injustice there. It's actually Valente around.
Oh right, okay, sorry. Sure, Ferrari. Apologies, Bidley.
And look now, Locker Pines within that DRS. He's only half a second now off Snedden and only a second off the lead, and he doesn't have any penalties like Junivane. I'm actually just going to have a quick look to see. Oh, Bidley is round again. He's going to have to get out of the way of the front 3 here.
And he does. And I think at the moment, if Pines can clear Snedden, I think we're going to have a fantastic few final laps between Pines and Junivane.
Yeah, I think so too. Definitely. Look at this train again behind Nigel Pickle. CTX on those fresher mediums trying to get past into 5th position, and they just can't manage to do it. Twins has surely got to come in soon.
Yeah, you'd think so. Well, I think he is. I think I don't know, there hasn't been too many incidents where we've needed the safety car. I think, yeah, he's got to come in soon, maybe probably at the end of this lap, just get himself on a pair of softs and just go to the end.
Yeah, I'm just have a quick look at the warnings for both Pines and Genevieve just to see if they are close to getting penalties themselves. Genevieve has 2 warnings, so he is on a knife edge. Pines has 2 warnings on that last lap, actually.
Oh, that indicates Pines is actually pushing. So here we go then. Snedden's actually the closest I've seen him for a few laps, going into a DRS zone. He's still even with the DRS, he still can't gain on Juno Vane.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how Ginu is managing to get this time. He's even got a really, I mean, he can't have a low front wing because you just wouldn't be able to get the turn in for the corners. I had quite a low front wing last night and it was awful. But there again, having a low rear wing is just awful around the corners. He must just be holding it very well around the corners with a low rear wing, I would have thought anyway.
Yeah, he's definitely keeping his nerve. Whatever he's doing is working, and I'm being fair play to him. But again, DRS zone, Snedden, he just can't get close enough.
No, it is looking like Pines is running a bit less wing. I just saw at the end of the hanger straight there that Pines getting up to about 205 and Snedden getting up to about 201. Juniveng, without any assistance of DRS, is getting up to around 198. So he's definitely got straight line speed in that setup.
Yeah, definitely. This is separated by 6 tenths between first and third at the moment, so it's whoever's going to make a move. Soon as here we go, Snedden 3 tenths back going on to the DRS. But just I don't know. Univane's doing an amazing job at keeping him behind. Still got, he's actually down now to about 50% battery, so he has used a little bit more than what he has been.
Yeah, Pines, I've just on board with Pines. Definitely got the more of a straight line speed than Snedden. Gets a good run there out of Cops. He's as close as ever as he's been to Snedden. Could this be the lap he tries to make a move? They're both going to have DRS. And Pines, look at him. He's almost pushing him around Beckett's and Maggots. And here we go then. Pines, the battery's on. Is he going to pull out? I think he is here. He's going to be close enough.
And you go side by side. Pines gets the move done.
Oh! Pines done it! Oh, he's bottled it!
Oh, Stiffy through.
Pines and almost takes out back marker Bidley there, but he's bottled it. Went for the move and couldn't hold it.
Oh. And now that just leaves Snedden to chase down Juno Vane. He has lost a few attempts in that little battle with Pines, but he still is within DRS, and as we've seen over the last few laps, still not being good enough, unfortunately.
No, Genevieve then. He's 4 laps away at the moment from his first FPRL win. I don't want to say any more than that at the moment. Stiffmeister now 2.6 seconds actually. Coming back a little bit, has to be said. He's only got 3 seconds of penalties. Just slowly sneaking up on those two. Pines now is, I think that's it for Pines. Definitely 8 seconds back now from the front. And Nigel Pickle still managing to hold up CTX with those fresh mediums.
Yeah. Fish Sticks in the chat is asking for pens, so if you bear with me for a moment, I will get them up for you, my friend. There you go. Just for you, my friend. So yeah, like we can see that Snedden and Stiffmaster are actually on both on 3 seconds penalty. Oh, hello.
Right, now it's definitely on. Now it's on now for the win. Pines, I think Pines is too far back now to get any sort of near 3 seconds. I think he's about 8 back, isn't he? Yeah. So I'm just gonna check Snedden.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see what he's got
back.
in terms of penalties. So he's got. Right, Snedden gets one more warning. He gets another penalty. So, if anything, Jinu Vane now can almost relax a little bit because he's got 2 warnings before he gets another one. Snedden, if he gets one more, is going to have 6 seconds here. As that's Belente off at the start-finish straight.
Oh dear. Jump up straight back on board with this fight at the front. It's just, again, gets on DRS straight, you just can't get close.
No, you definitely can't. And he has used a bit more battery now, though. He's up to 34%. Still a bit left in there. He's at about the same now as Snedden, though. But definitely starting to defend a bit more. 5 temps now, 3 laps to go. Pines is catching a little bit, but not too much. Don't think he's really going to pose any threat now. People that could definitely jump up here, Pines could jump Stiffmeister still for the potentially for the podium. Tiddlewink and Eagle could definitely at this rate going to jump Piggle and CTX, so they'll jump up a couple of places. As Twins has finally come in and gone onto the softs.
Hey, I think I've just seen in chat 21 lap stint from Mr. Twins. So that is absolutely phenomenal in its own right.
Yeah, it's going to be though like a fantastic end to this race between. I keep saying these 2 drivers. Stiffmeister 1.9. He's getting closer and closer in these final stages.
Yes. It's just whether he can get close enough in these final 2 laps. It's coming down. It's now 1.8 behind. Oh, it's Tiddlewink.
Oh, CTX has gone round. And what has to be said, what was a great quali for him and was going to be a reasonable finish is now going to be probably just the 1 point as Silverside Boy just does overtake down the hangar straight, Italy into the pits. Is he going for the fastest lap? I think he probably is.
Yeah, just to take it away from one of these guys at the front.
Oh, I haven't realised it. And maybe we were looking at someone that's crashed, maybe CTX, but yeah, Snedden's got another 3 seconds.
Oh dear.
So,
oh dear.
Jinu Vane can maybe relax a bit now, but he won't want to relax too much. He knows that Stiffmeister's only about 1.6 behind, so.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 seconds to gap from Jinu Vane to Stiffmeister. So yeah, he can't relax too much, but at the same time he doesn't want to get that over penalty, which will practically gift Stiffmeister the win.
No. Just a lap and a bit to go for Jinu Vane then. I've already said it before, hasn't won a FPRL race before, despite his fantastic form in quali. Has to be said since he's been in the league. But could this potentially be the day he finally gets that win? We've got 1 more lap to go and it starts now.
Here we go then.
Get a flag out. Oh, pilot Phenom.
Oh!
20-second penalty for Tiddlewink. Oh my
Wow.
God! I've never seen a penalty like that. Oh, and Tiddlewink, what on earth are you doing, man? What on earth are you doing? Oh, has he been disqualified? Or was he just doing that for...
Still in.
Don't know. Oh, now he's got another 10 seconds. Oh my God. Well, anyway, we'll get back to the front because Junivane and the interval.
It's now less than 2 temps.
Less than 2 temps. It's gonna be tight. Quickly, Junivane only 3 seconds in the chat. CS9 Pines 3.8. Yes, but that is on interval. We use actually 5.6 off Junivane. Junivane then, Locker. I think, I don't want to jinx him with a few corners to go. 2 temps is the gap. And Snedden is off. But I think he's going to do it. And he's held his nerve fantastically, it has to be said.
Very good race. Very good race indeed. Yeah, like you say, Pines does come across the line to take... Not Pines, sorry, Junivane actually finally gets his win. And Pines has actually snuck onto the podium.
Yeah, he's took it away from Snedden. So he must have had a blistering last lap. But yeah, fantastic for Junivane. He must be absolutely delighted. He's been so unlucky, that man. And he's finally got his win now. And that's all that matters for him. Borley has got a puncher on the last lap.
Oh dear. Ridley does take that fastest lap.
And Twins actually takes the final point. CJ picks up in the end there, a very important 8th, which is 4 points, I believe. And with Snedden dropping down to 4th, I think TJ still leads the championship.
Shall I work it out? Let's have a little look-ski. I'll just wait for it to finish up. So, what do we have? Yeah, so TJ will be on 90. Yeah, he still keeps the lead. Obviously with midfield Maestro, unfortunately DNFing earlier on. Snedden dropping down to 4th, you are correct. TJ does keep that lead, but it's game very close.
It's going to be very, like I said, very close at the front. Silverside Boy gets driver of the day on the game. You'll find out who I'm going to choose in a bit. But I will try and get the top 3 in. I don't know whether we're going to get all of them in, because I know some of them don't like to actually do interviews, but we can try anyway.
Hopefully, yeah. So, run down a very exciting Tier 2 British Grand Prix. We've got Junivane finally picking up his maiden win in FPRL. In what was a very close race, I must say, throughout. We've got Stiffmeister in P2, and then rounding off the podium we've got IFC Pines in 3rd. Then we've got Snedden, P4, Eagle, P5, Silverside Boy, P6, Aston Martins of Pickle, P7, and TJ, like you just said, Monkey, very important 4 points for him in P8. We've got CTX and Twins rounding off the points. Then unfortunately a bit lower down we have Belente, Borley, Tiddlewink, Bidley, and then our DNFs of Squid, I think Phenom in the end as well, Lemming, Midfield Maestro, Crosscurry and Ashy.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly take my screenshots that I need for the results. think I got them all, just in time. So
Good
then
lad.
we've got Stiffmeister in the party with us, our P2 man. I don't think we're going to actually get. Um, I don't know
I
why.
think the others are shy. Just try and give them a couple more minutes, just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, it has to be said though. I am really pleased for Geneva. He's been in this league for so long, and it's finally got that win that he definitely deserves on his quality pace. So very well done to him. Pines, yeah, just bottled it, didn't he? Really has to be said. So as it
But
is,
still,
but went for the move. But yeah,
yeah, still managed to get himself a podium, but I think he'll still be very disappointed with P3.
yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get Pines in either. I will invite Snedden as our P4 man as well, just so we've got someone else in. But yeah, I don't know whether you want to start with Stiffmeister Locker.
Yeah, so Stiffy, very good race there, my friend. Congratulations on your what was P2 in the end on penalties. Do you want to take us firstly through your quali? How did you find you? How was your qualifying for you?
Yeah, so it was quite a good quali this time. Q1 and 2 went very well. Didn't expect that to be on top. But Q3 it was hard. I couldn't find the pace, and in the end it was P4, I guess. So I lost a bit of time, which is actually my Q2 lap was faster than my Q3, so I lost time. So that's a bit unfortunate. But eventually in the race, I could capitalize on the P4. So in the end, very well qualification for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously the race starts. Very solid race throughout. Do you want to talk us through your race? How it felt for you?
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean,
Yeah, for once I had a good start. Normally I would bottle it, but this time it was quite a good start and managed to keep that P5, P4, and had a very quiet race in the end. I was in no man's land. Those three on top were battling all the way, and I couldn't get there because when you're out of DRS, my outlap was just too slow. I lost the DRS on Pines, and I just couldn't keep up. I had the pace,
yeah,
but you can't get close. So I was waiting for them to maybe hit each other, and I guess Pines hit someone, or someone hit Pines, and he spun. So in the end, lucky
yeah.
podium for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it during the stream. I don't know if you listened to him when we on, but we did touch on it. You were gaining that ever so slightly over the last few laps. I think from my personal point of view, if there was a few more laps in that, I think you would have been a lot closer to the front. But still, mate, very well run race. Congratulations on your P2. And Monkey, do you have any comments or questions for our P2 man?
Well, I'll just say it's been a long time coming. I think this season.
Yeah.
He definitely had the pace. I actually tipped you at the start of the season to actually win the title. That's how much faith I had in you.
How did that go?
But yeah, no, great race from yourself. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was close at the end, very close to catching up with obviously the front two, but yeah, I'll just say good race, definitely one that's been overdue, and a good 18 points for yourself. So well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Alright then. So
We've got a
Yes,
message
Madam
from
Joy.
Junu. Yeah, just said nice join. We've got a message from our race winner. I did message him to say, "Have you got a message for the fans?" And he said, "Ooh, great race. Was a little bit struggling with the tyres, but managed to go to the end." But yeah, he's very happy with the win. So well done to Ginny Vane. Great drive from the Red Bull driver. We've got no Pines with the interview. So I've got fourth place man, second on the road though, without the penalty. Snedden, quite a strong race, as to be said. Snedden, for yourself, obviously good quali. Just picking up that extra penalty near the end kind of ruined it for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a strong race overall. I think managed to keep up with Ginny Vane for most of it. Um, yeah, there was a few scary moments that I nearly lost it, and probably got me some penalties as well. But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, we thought the same as well, mate. And just to comment, well, I don't know if it was the same for you, but I think you must have been getting a bit frustrated with getting DRS and just not really gaining anything on Ginny Vane. That straight line speed of that Red Bull was something else really today.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but I knew from qualifying that I was I think my engineer said I was like 19th in the speed trap, so that didn't really help when I was trying to overtake him, especially when he had a full battery as well. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that he'd sort of pull me away from I think it was Tiddlywink, and then Nigel was there at the start. But yeah, I just didn't have the straight line speed at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it pays also in some aspects to have the downforce through the fast, quick corners. We saw a lot of people spinning off tonight, maybe because they haven't got enough wing on. But finally, just to finish off, it is a P4. It's 12 points for yourself, and I think Locker's already worked it out. But I think it puts you around now. I think it's 3 or 4 points off the lead of the championship. Yourself, Pines, and TJ, I believe, all separated within about 3 points. So very exciting stuff as we go into the second half of the season, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's getting close. I really didn't expect that. I mean, looking at like the previous results, I haven't had the best races the last couple. But yeah, I mean, is it TJ that's top?
I think
He says yes.
TJ's still
Oh,
top,
yeah.
I think, by about 2, I think, 1 or 2, but yeah.
Oh well, hopefully we can change that in the next race, Austria, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to France though, the race after next. So
Okay, well done, mate, on the P4. Almost a podium, but not quite today, but still a strong race. Locker, have you got any questions for Mr. Snedden?
No, just like you said, unfortunate with that last penalty towards the end, which ultimately lost you the podium. But still, very good race from yourself, mate. Well done.
thanks, mate.
No problem. So yeah, we will round it off. The very important question everybody's aiming for, Mr. Monkey Boy. Who are you picking for your driver of the day today?
Well, as to first of all, there's some strong drives from people today, but I think one man has to get it, and he held his nerve brilliantly today. I know in the past he's thrown it off the track and maybe ruined some chances, but he had Snedden all over the back of him for well over half that race, and he's not put a foot wrong today. So he does get my driver of the day. It's Ginny Vane.
There we go then. Juno Vane, congratulations not only on the race win, my friend, but congratulations on the CoComs driver of the day. Right then, so that brings us another fantastic week of action, well, where F1 cars are concerned, and then we are back on Sunday for our F2 race. Again, looking at the calendar, we are back at Silverstone for that, so hopefully same time on Sunday we will catch you all for that. But for now, I've been your host, FPR Alwalker, and my co-coms, Mr. Monkey Boy Kurt. So thank you very much for joining me, my friend.
Thank you, mate. Always a pleasure.
No problem, and hopefully we will catch you all very soon. Ta-ta for now.